I'm going to show you 4 ways to resize canvas in Inkscape. To resize canvas, you can go to Document Properties. So you can click on this icon here and click on the wrench icon here, or you can go to File and click on Document Properties right here, or also you can use the shortcut Shift-Command-D. Let's click on that. Now, once this window opened up, you make sure that you're under Display menu, which should be here by default, and then you can adjust your width and height, and you can adjust your type of units that you want to use. Right now I have pixels, but you can change them to inches, millimeters, centimeters. So I'm going to leave them in pixels, and let's say I want my canvas to be perfect square, so I'm going to click 500 by 500, click enter, and if you close this window, now you can see that my canvas size has changed. In Document Properties, you can also adjust the orientation of the page. So let's open up the dialog, arrow, and then Document Properties here. Now I'm going to change the width of the page to 800. Oops. Okay, enter. Now my page is in landscape mode, but I can change it to portrait by simply clicking this button here. And I can always reverse it. I'm going to close this dialog, and then you can see that my page is now in a portrait mode. Another way to adjust canvas size is to adjust it to selected objects. So I'm going to select the circle here, and then I'm going to select square. I'm going to group these two objects together. So while this is selected, Shift, select the circle, and now I'm going to go to Object, Group. Now I'm going to open up Document Properties, so an arrow here and Document Properties icon here. Okay, and now I'm going to click on this button here. It says Resize the Content, and now as you can see, the size of the canvas is fitted perfectly to the two objects that I selected. You can also resize the canvas size using rectangle tool. Let me show you. So I'm going to select rectangle, click and drag to the desired size. Then let's go to Document Properties, click on arrow and click on the Document Properties icon. Now let's go to Resize the Content, and there is this icon on the right. Click on that one. I'm going to close this dialog and click Selector tool, move this rectangle away. And now you can see that the size of the canvas is exactly the same as the size of the rectangle. You can also adjust size of canvas by clicking on Page tool, which is on the left side here. Now you're going to see these nodes surrounding the page. You can grab any square, any corner, and just click and drag, and then resize it to your desired height and width. Also, while this icon here is selected, Page tool on the bottom of the canvas, you can go to this bar here and type in your desired dimensions. So let's say you want your canvas to be 500 by 500 pixels, so 500 times 500, and then you click enter, and now the canvas size has changed to that dimension. You can also go to a preset menu, which is here. You can just click on this arrow here, and now you have a preset dimensions. So for example, you want to use legal letter, right? US legal letter, so click on that, and now this is the size of your legal letter. I'm going to zoom out to show you the whole canvas, and you can change the orientation of this by simply clicking on this icon here, and now you have a landscape mode. One more thing I want to mention to you is that when you're going to close the Inkscape and open it up again, the canvas size probably will change. That's because the default setting is different. Now I'm going to show you how to preserve these dimensions, how to set it so that way when you close Inkscape and you open up again, it opens up with the settings that you like. So So let's set your preferences first. To do that, let's go to Document Properties, click on a Document Properties icon here, and now set your preferences to what you like, to what you work on often. I often like to design, so I like to work on a page that has equal width and height. So I'm going to put 500 by 500 pixels, click Enter. Okay, now I'm going to close this Document Properties, and now I want to save it permanently. Okay, so let's go to File and Save Template. Now I'm going to name it, let's say, Learning Inkscape. Okay, so you can name it however you like. You can put keywords in it and description, but the most important thing is check this box off that says Set as Default Template and click Save. So now this has been saved. If you close this and open the page again, it's going to open up with these preferences. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and you will receive a free PDF with some handy keyboard shortcuts for Inkscape for Mac and for PC.